This Russian general, for $2 billion, led his men in smuggling 10 nuclear warheads. Once the 10 warheads were loaded, the nuclear train slowly departed from the nuclear base and swiftly headed toward Chechnya. The soldiers sleeping on the train had no idea they had been betrayed by their awake commander. Another train caught up alongside on parallel tracks. The men in black inside activated their night vision goggles. When the two trains were completely side by side, they swiftly jumped onto the train, transporting the nuclear warheads. At this point, the guarding soldiers were unaware of the danger and were quickly neutralized by the black-clad men. They then cut the power supply system inside the train. The Russian commander swiftly exited the darkened carriage, waiting outside for the premeditated massacre to unfold. All the soldiers were still asleep when the black-clad men burst in, raising their assault rifles, aiming infrared sights at the sleeping soldiers, and beginning a relentless barrage of fire. Suddenly, the train jolted the soldiers awake, but it was already too late. The Russian general arrived shortly after, patted the Russian commander on the shoulder, and praised him for a job well done. Seeing his former comrades lying on the ground, the Russian commander was too tense to adapt. The general calmly unlocked the nuclear missile compartment's password lock, collaborating with the black-clad figures to steal 9 nuclear missiles. He deliberately left 1 nuclear missile on the original train, setting it to explode in 10 minutes, thereby intentionally creating a nuclear disaster to evade official investigation. The men in black then forcibly diverted the train tracks, not only completing the nuclear theft operation, but also quickly diving into the mountain tunnel to avoid the impending nuclear explosion. However, the Russian commander was too nervous, constantly emphasizing his fear of being investigated, so the general shot him dead. Meanwhile, a passenger train approached the train about to explode, and the train driver suddenly discovered the danger and horror. The train driver immediately applied the emergency brakes, sparking flames, then jumped off the train and fled. As the two trains collided violently, they awoke a couple sleeping by the roadside. The couple rushed out to investigate, but the two trains had already been reduced to scrap metal. The untimed nuclear bomb had 28 seconds remaining on its countdown. Before the couple could take a few steps, the nuclear explosion occurred, obliterating everything.